today we're gonna watch I Did a Thing! I've never watched any videos from this channel, but it's been highly recommended for a while. And this one's called I made the world's most powerful hammer. So he's becoming Thor. So yeah, we'll start with this one. Yeah, let's do a thing. Ready? Go! Please, no!
How you going? I'm still in lockdown, and I'm bored, really
What a smooth transition from hammer to a wave. Pure talent, I see already.
bored.
He's
So bored, I've been finding ways to make mundane activities more of a challenge and dangerous.
Why?
But so far, haven't found anything exciting.
Is that what he does? He turns mundane activities dangerous and exciting. Is that what he said? I'm worried. No! Wait, what did he do?
Mexicans. So today, I'm gonna make my version of their hammer.
What? What? No! I'm so worried.
And even though I'm thoroughly sick of lockdown and being unable to do stuff, luckily today's sponsor, NordVPN, allows me to travel the world wherever I want. Here are some photos of
Why is
me
it so
on my
funny?
recent trip to Paris. And here's me in New York Key.
Wow.
I've been a Nord customer for years and love the fact that it's easy to use with a single click, allowing me to access
No, look at his hands. It
for
looks so
years. Love the
injured.
fact that
Why is it already injured?
to access over 5,200 servers in 60 countries that gives me the fastest speed of any VPN out there. It also protects all my internet data behind its ultra-secure wall of next-generation encryption, which is great when I'm being dodgy. Let's say I'm sick of being in Sydney, where the COVID cases are too high. I just change my location, and now I'm in
I like how he's
Singapore,
always
watching
spinning on
and
his
hanging
chair.
out with the cast of Singapore Social. It just takes one click, open the map, click on the location, and you'll be connected in seconds. So, to protect your data and to get the most out of
Data.
streaming services from all across the world, just go to nordvpn.com/ididthing
Oh, so
to get a
smooth.
2-year
You got
plan
those
plus 4
transitions
additional
down.
months with a huge discount. So, what are you waiting for? Go use my
Look
link in the description now
cute.
and go start surfing all over the world today. Alright, now some of you probably already know I'm not the first to copy the Mexicans with explosive hammers, and an Australian company, Ramset, beat me to it making this, which is used to drive nails through brick and metal. And I could just buy one of these, but look at that price, $1,000. I'm definitely better off making my own. So, the first thing I did was buy a
I feel like
$2,000 lathe.
it's gonna end up turning into a project that costs more than that. Also, what's an explosive hammer? There were some footages of it for like few seconds, but I don't really understand it. One of his running jokes is also that he never wears shoes even when doing work where his feet are very much in danger. No! What are
Okay,
you
so
doing?
this is my plan. I've collected
No,
all the scrap
I'm
metal in my
scared.
house.
Why are you juggling those? No, what? Why are you dropping that? Wait, where are they going?
Which I reckon I can combine to make this.
Oh my god.
It's pretty simple, just a block of metal in 2 pieces with a swivel point here. Then you put the nail inside with a charge behind it, and when I hit the nail here, it moves back and hopefully sets off the charge, firing the nail out the end. And some of you might recognize some similarities between this and stuff made here's baseball bat. But look, if he's allowed to copy my steel-toed croc video and make it much better,
Steel-toed
then I'm allowed to copy his video and make it much worse. And that's my idea, but I don't actually think I have the skills to make this, since this is my first time using a lathe, and so far I've only made this.
What is
So
that?
hopefully making the hammer is similar. And unlike this, which is made from
Oh my
round bar and
goodness.
fits
Did
in
he
the
like shave down the metal to make a certain shape he wants? He's literally just having like a factory in his house. How many times has Australian police talked to this guy? You think probably a lot.
3-jaw chuck. I'm using square bar for the hammer, which doesn't fit. So either I add another jaw on the side,
Bruh.
or use this 4-jaw
This is
chuck.
dangerous.
And this sounds like an easy solution, but when you put material in a 4-jaw chuck like this, it needs to be centered
I
using
don't
one of
understand
these.
things. What
And
is-
I hate being precise. I always avoid it, but now, thanks to this tool, I have the ability to tell how
Huh.
unprecise I am, accurate to 1/100 of a millimeter.
That's crazy. What is that? Wait,
This
what
is
is he
dumb.
trying to measure? How like flat it is? He needs to center it. Gotcha.
I feel like nothing I do makes any sense. I hit this side, and now this side has moved in. And then I turn this thing, and now the whole thing's the wrong way.
Wait, what?
But after mucking around with it for ages, I seem to have gotten the piece roughly in the middle. So I brought in the tool to do a cut across the face.
Wow. Shaving
And
metal.
lathing is a lot of fun and really makes you feel like a man with a big manly tool. Mainly because
Feel like man with many tools. Many.
it allows me to finally grow facial hair.
Oh no, don't do that. Don't. What if you... It goes in... what?
And that facing cut feels pretty smooth. And after comparing it to my face, it's much more flat. Okay, now I'm gonna drill a hole in
Why
the
is
center
he
of
like
the block.
this?
And this is the scary part, as if it's not centered, all the machinist watching will make fun of me.
What is he doing? Wait, what is going on? Oh, it's like huge machinery. Is it
And this
stuck?
sucks. If I can't get the drill bit out, I'm gonna have to start all over. I tried yanking it out by
no.
turning the lathe on while holding the other part still, and even tried putting it in the freezer with diced mangoes, which always helps me relax and shrink in size. But nothing worked. But then I had a genius idea. I grinded some flats on the side of the drill bit and used this wrench to attempt to turn it out.
Oh, it's really stuck.
Yeah.
Which worked, but I still need to
Yay!
make the hole a little larger. And I've decided from now on, I should definitely use a safer approach and use a dummy and some lubricant.
Wait, no! 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 Okay,
And I'm pretty sure the lathe isn't meant to be making this noise.
just a me.
So I just put on some ear protection to fix the noise, and that looks pretty good, and the blank also fits.
Oh,
It's pretty
nice.
perfect.
Okay, the hole is done and seems to be in the center. So I just cut the tip off using the world's most unpleasant tool,
Oh, what is that
and then
for?
decided I
To
had had
cut
enough
it in
of
half?
staring at these blanks and wanted to see what actually happens if I just hit one with a hammer.
3, 2, 1.
What happened?
Yes.
And now without ear protection for some reason.
3, 2, 1.
Oh no!
And I
Oh
don't
no!
know why I did that. My ears are literally still ringing while recording this. But
Oh
I still decided I
no.
want to see what happens if I hit it again, but this
Oh
time.
my gosh! It's so cool, but so like dangerous. I'm scared. Okay, why is he like using the hammer to put like whatever he wants to put in the hole securely in? Is that why he is hammering on top of it? 24/7 worried. And when he's doing stuff, it's so cool. I don't understand it, and it still looks dangerous. Hammer sets off the blank. Oh, where does it go though? These are the blanks, right? So these are like little bullets, and then he hits it. But where would that go? It's like a bullet without the part that shoots out. Oh. So he puts it into this hole to hold it down there. And then he hits it with a hammer. And then this thing just explodes.
But this time with a nail on top. So I put the nail in, then place the blank underneath. And it's very important I do this.
Wait, so there is a nail?
And it's very important I do this in that order so I don't accidentally set off the blank and die. Then I hit it as hard as I could.
2, 1.
And nothing. And again. This time I placed a sharper.
Oh, I get why. So he wants to use that blank exploding to set off the nail to shoot. And so just by hitting the hammer, he doesn't have to aim to hit the nail. just the act of hitting will set the nail to pin into whatever he wants to put the nail into. Yeah, like a nail gun, but it doesn't run on battery. So I guess that's kind of cool.
Point behind the blank. And still nothing. And then I tried placing the blank on flat metal and also clamping the device so it doesn't fall onto the ground and then point towards me.
3, 2, 1. God, what the?
He is scared. I can imagine him kind of like extended away from it as much as possible and still trying to do this.
1.
Where is it exploding at all? Is this the nail? Is the orange thing the nail? Or what holds the nail? That's the nail? But why is it not sharp? Is it just not sharp for now? I think the orange is just a little plastic bit to keep the nail straight in the hole. Gotcha.
Point towards me.
3, 2, 1.
Something exploded.
God, what the?
Wait, is he okay?
Holy sh**.
What happened? Did it go so... Oh my gosh!
Oh, that is...
Oh, that's so dangerous. Dude, this thing is so strong that it literally went... You should not be allowed to do this. This is so insanely strong and so insanely dangerous.
terrifying.
Yes. Terrifying.
Oh, I cannot believe that these say they are weak. I am so glad I didn't buy the strong ones. Let's check upstairs and see if that did any
was
damage.
not weak at all. What is he doing? Oh.
And that works a little too well, which might be my fault.
That's
as I
how
spent
it like looks from upstairs on the floor. No, he's grounded. He's grounded after doing that. No, after making a hole like that in the house. No, he's grounded.
Hour like a sweatshop worker machining like 100 nails down until they had an airtight fit in the hole of the hammer.
He's making his own nail to make it fit perfectly. Gotcha.
And I'm really starting to think I should make myself like a Kevlar apron or something to protect my innards. If for some reason anyone watching has some Kevlar they don't want that they want to send me, hit me up.
What's a Kevlar? Bulletproof. Oh, bulletproof vest might be a good idea. We might have to get him like a Monster Hunter armor set or something at the least. And here he is, like short sleeves, no socks, no shoes, no gloves. He's grounded.
Okay, moving on with the build, I need to make a hinge between the two pieces. So I decided to just use a store-bought hinge, which will attach to the bottom of some flat bar like this. And now it's time for something else I've never done, which is use this tap and die set to create threads in metal. But first, I thought I'd better read the instructions
Threads in metal. Sounds so interesting.
very, very carefully to make sure I don't die. Then, once it was kind of together, I realized a potential problem with my design, which was that the round could go off when I closed the hinge. Which it didn't, so I set it off with a stick once again.
I'm scared. But what if it does? So he made it so that it can just go boop, boop, like up, down, and just comes together. That's a cool design.
3, 2, 1. Oh my god.
I see it. Isn't this another one? There's two now. Yeah, before. Okay, so you see the one here, right? It's gonna double up.
2, 1.
Like that. That's insane.
Oh my god. It's too powerful, so it went straight through.
That's so dangerous. So he seems to have enough power, but like it doesn't stay straight.
And he went to the roof again. And let's go check upstairs again.
So it's like a nervous laughter of like, I have too much power.
What?
Okay, two strings.
And that works great, but I still decided to swap the hinge out for a more beefy one, which I took
I
from
love
the
how
door
he's just like stroking the little bit of the carpet that got ruined. like achievement, achievement. Through on board and through the ceiling from the. I know. Wait, hold on. This is stronger than I thought. Wait, so are you telling me those nails went through the wooden plank into the ceiling? Right? Oh, that's the. Oh yeah, that's what the holes. Oh my gosh, insane.
This cabinet. And I like this thing. It's like I'm holding a badly rendered pistol. Now I need to decide on the locks that hold
I feel cool right now.
the pieces together. And at first I was going to go with this kind of artistic wanky lock, but I
Okay.
don't actually think it would hold together with the extreme forces
that
on the
looks
hammer.
more
So
sturdy.
I went with this sturdier one. Then once I
Good.
tap and not dyed the rest of the holes, I've essentially got the finished thing.
So interesting.
Except it looks really ugly. And after looking online at other kinds of hammers and
What?
other
The
stuff,
sharks.
I found this by Adam Savage, which I'm going to take slight inspiration from.
Okay. It's gonna now make it look cool from the outside
And after all
too.
that grinding, I was curious
It's
as
so
to how much
shiny now.
metal I had actually lost. So I measured it, and strangely, I gained around a centimeter.
How?
Then I cleaned up the other pieces using my sick tech deck skills from my childhood.
Are we just gonna move on? He gained a centimeter? Oh, he's counting his thumb. Oh. I assumed that he wouldn't be counting this part. He did a bad measure. Yeah.
And so far, this has actually been pretty easy. But now comes the hard bit, where I
What?
grind in the more delicate details and risk stuffing up this whole piece, which I'm terrified about. So I rolled a die to see which piece would be sacrificed first.
Wait, what?
Now I'm
Wow,
gonna
he
roll the
made
die.
it. He turned it into a little dice.
Now I'm going to try and create an angled section on the side, and I can do this in two different ways. The first, by locking the grinding face at an angle, or I can do my favorite method, which is to lock myself at a 45-degree angle so I'm consistent with my grind. And after combining the two, I created this.
He's kidding, right? He's kidding.
So then I just did the same thing on the front to create these cute little triangles, which despite my fears, actually look pretty good. So then I attempted the scariest part, which is a rounded groove cut into metal, which blacksmiths and whitesmiths like to call fullers. So I
Fullers.
tilted the belt at this
He's a genius. I just don't like how close his face gets to these two.
I tilted the belt at this sharp angle and started. And while doing this, I actually found the best angle for grinding was when I placed my head right here, which allowed me to see right along the face. But it also means the metal dust gets a good view of my face as well. And after all this grinding, I was
Wait.
starting to create a bit of mess
Oh
on the
my
floor.
gosh, why? Someone buy this man slippers or socks. Dami, give him socks. Share your sock with him. No, actually, no, that's important to him, I think. Why is he literally having flickering fire dust land on his foot? Are these metal pieces on fire that he is getting exposed to? This is, oh gosh.
With all these iron filings. But luckily, I had a
It's
mate who
literally landing on him. It's literally landing on him.
told me a tip, which was to place a bucket of water directly underneath the grinder, which is actually great as it keeps me nice and cool while doing this hot work.
I'm also scared
Which is actually great as it
that his apron will catch fire and then he'll just be set on fire.
Okay, the fullers look pretty good, although it is starting to look more like the G word, which I'm too scared to say on YouTube. And this definitely isn't a G, it's a hammer, not illegal, and it's just a homemade, slightly a dodgy version of something I can buy from stores. So then I switched to this belt, which I found in the bin of a waxing salon.
What is
And the tiny hairs stuck to this belt give the metal a really nice finish.
Oh, okay. Oh, so shiny. Why is your finger so close to that?
And look at that, I'm proud. It actually
Why is
all
he
looks
not
good
wearing
except
gloves?
these little overhanging
Okay, I'll
lips.
stop.
So I gave it a labiaplasty.
Whoa, oh.
Now you're probably wondering how I'm going to stick a handle on this thing. And so am I. I definitely should have planned how I was going to do that from the start, because now I'm just going to have to go with
Oh,
the
the
easiest,
handle.
worst option, which is most likely going to ruin all of this work. And I'm going to attempt to weld a piece of pipe here and then just shove the handle in like this. And after a
Okay.
quick test, cutting another piece of pipe and welding that onto another piece of metal, and then hitting that as hard as I can against an anvil,
This is so cartoony.
I think it might hold. So I just got a piece real hot, squished it in the vise, and then closed my eyes and hoped for the best.
What is he doing?
And I really hope this doesn't stuff up. This has been my longest project so far and took me a crazy 13 minutes
This
and
is
59
like so
seconds
bright
to get
even
here.
through the
And
screen.
I had to sit
can't.
through a Nord sponsor and 2 unskippable
This
ads.
is
So this better
dangerous.
work.
Too flashbangy. I'm
And
scared.
after filling the piece up with about an inch of lava, the weld
Inch
actually
of
looks
lava?
alright and the piece hasn't deformed. So then I cleaned off the black stuff until it was shiny again and then did some research trying to decide on the finish for this metal.
You know,
and when
he's
I
doing this because he decided that he was bored. Look at the bird outside the window. The window where? My eyes are not working no more. I can't see.
do like is stone washing, where you etch the metal in acid. Then people on the internet will get that metal and put it in a rock tumbler to get this nice looking surface which protects the metal from rust and looks rustic. And I don't have a tumbler, so I figured out another easy way to make your own. All you do is you get your metal, put it in your pocket with some stones from the garden, and then put it in the washing machine for about an hour, which gives you this. And I decided I don't actually like this very much, so I'm sticking with the shiny finish. But I'm also going to copy what every wog that moves to Australia does and cover pointless parts of it in gold in an attempt to make myself look more serious. Then I grabbed some oil and rubbed it all over the wood before using some quick set epoxy and a bolt to lock the handle in place. The wood to lock
What's
the handle in.
epoxy? Is that like glue?
Now, the instructions of the
Strong
epoxy
glue?
don't say you have to panic, but I find I get better results if I use the wrong size bolt, which I then have to cut down and then burn myself on. I then like to freak out that I'm not going to get the handle in place before the epoxy sets, ruining my whole project, meaning I'm not going to be able to upload a video in time and I'm going to become irrelevant and not be able to upload on YouTube ever again. And it worked. Then I took it back to the beautiful hairy belt to smooth it out. And I do like these hairy
Seriously,
belts a lot.
why
But
does he
just
not? Do you see how close his thumb is to this thing? And he's not wearing gloves.
at the Thai place down the road, I find I get much better results when finishing by hand. And it's done.
And the nail trim. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't look to come out ever, so it makes sense. The style, yeah, it looks really nice. Okay, where is he?
So I decided to do one last vice test just to
I'm
make sure it all still works.
3, 2, 1.
Is it working? Another nail hole at the top?
Nice.
Is it
I
good?
don't know
Oh.
why I didn't place a piece of wood there or something.
Oh, true.
Let's go upstairs.
Third stream.
What? Oh,
It went through. Oh my gosh, what if it went into the ceiling all along? Is that his? Oh no, I was gonna say he did it alone, but no, that's another human.
And I'm very, very happy with that. This thing is
No
powerful
way, that's
and
kinda
beautiful.
editing.
Definitely the coolest thing I've ever made. But I just realized that the vise was definitely adding heaps of support on the side and on the bottom of the hammer. So before I swing it by hand, I decided to put it on this rig, which perfectly recreates how my arm works.
Okay, so he's not using the hammer. Wow.
Which didn't work. And again,
So he's not swinging the hammer himself. He's using another machine to be like his arm.
then I figured out what
This
was
is
happening.
hard.
My hammer was working in the vise, but not for the reasons I intended. I thought the nail was moving back and pushing the blank, setting it off. but that wasn't actually happening. Because I was scared and crouching down to make sure I didn't die, I was actually hitting the top of the hammer, not the nail, which meant I was squishing these two pieces of metal together, setting off the blank. So I switched to a shorter nail so that the end of the hammer would actually hit the table. And...
So smart. It did it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Alright, let's...
Frying pan. His wife is going like, honey, where is our frying pan? I feel like I've put it here, but I can't find it. Wait, what? Why?
Far out that was a
Also,
loud
the
one.
camera turned off. Oh no,
Okay,
it just stopped. Oh.
Whoa. That is
Okay, so it's not
punched a
strong
clean
enough.
hole. You can see the punch marks. Or the way that it kind of blew it out at the back. That is insane.
And after that success, I think I'm going to take it off the rig and have a go at hitting it myself. And I must
Oh,
be
he's
so
gonna do it
surprised this thing
himself.
hasn't blown apart yet. And even my dodgy weld seems to somehow be holding up. So I stacked up some stuff in front of me and decided to hit this book.
Oh,
Okay.
oh my god, I'm terrified of this thing.
That is scary.
Things away from me.
Okay, at least it went gloss for this. I'm glad.
3, 2, 1.
Did it do it? Doesn't. Did it?
3, 2, 1. That was actually fine to hold. Don't go all the way through the table.
Oh no.
Went through the book, through the table, through this surfboard I
No.
have here.
No.
And
Oh my
It's
god.
sticking out. That is insane. I'm gonna stop playing with this thing.
It's not a toy.
This.
Thank you so much for watching. If you
my
like that, please
goodness.
subscribe and check out some
That's
of my other stuff.
insane. What a crazy invention. That was a really fun video. I really like him. He's cool.